put on here. Sorry. Hi, my name is Eric Petty, and I am the host of Speaking Of. It's a podcast at the University of St. Francis. I was born in 1970. That should say a lot. And my first real experience was Puff the Magic Dragon. Peter, Paul, and Mary, PPM. It drove my dad crazy. I had that turntable on every single hour of every day, listening to that song, and my dad thought I was nuts. And then, of course, it goes further than that. You know, it's Anne Murray, of course, comes up next. Trini Lopez. I listened to Lemon Tree so many times. I'll never get scurvy. Of course, by the time I worked through Roger Whittaker and Zamfir, Master of the Pan Flute, whatever that is, by the time I got through that, of course, I was a teenager, and it was John Denver time. I think I was at a party, a bunch of strangers, I didn't know anybody, and a guy came up to me and asked me if I wanted any JD, and I'm like, who doesn't want any JD? You know, Rocky Mountain High, Calypso, that was later on, but it was just it was just such an experience, and I couldn't get enough of that rush. It was so big. I just loved John Denver, those glasses. I had a pair of those round glasses, from Oh God. I don't know if you remember that show with George Burns. A really good show. Then the 80s roll around, and it was that Euro pop synth stuff that came in, ABC, Human League, Spandau Ballet, True. Rick Astley, I'm never going to give you up, Rick. I'm just not going to do it. My mind was set, right? The 90s roll around. The cool thing about the 90s is with all the CDs were so cool because they had those hidden tracks. You know, like Sarah McLachlan had a hidden track on Fumbling Towards Ecstasy. It was great. Counting Crows did it all the time, had a hidden track. It was like 30, 40 seconds at the end of something or whatever. And it was really cool. Hidden tracks are just hidden tracks. That's the coolest thing, man. The 90s had that grunge movement, which I think was okay, Nirvana and Pearl Jam and some of those kind of stuff. I was Soundgarden a little bit. That Seattle sound was so much different than anything else out there. You know, they had that movie Singles. I think it was a Cameron Crowe movie. A couple other shows that came out around that same time, and there was one genre that I just couldn't do. I don't care what happened. It was butt rock. It was called butt rock because it's actually nothing but rock, because that's all they specialized in. Some people would say like AC/DC is a good butt rock band, but it's really not, I don't think, in my mind, but that's just me, I digress. I'm talking about like Creed, Nickelback, Breaking Benjamin. I'm not sure what that is, never really heard of them. They came in and they did different kinds of songs, but it was more or less a driving, thumping, and cut off your sleeves on a flannel shirt, have your hat on backwards, some sort of mesh hat, like a trucker hat, whatever, and just singing this indecipherable language that only you and a couple of fans that are sitting on the front row could listen and hear. I don't know, and I just could never do it. I was never ever gonna do butt rock. just no matter how you look at it. Hey, speaking of, I got Miles Fulwider in music and technology today on the show, and a couple other people. We got some big stuff coming your way. Stay tuned, folks.